Chase can approve you for $20,000+ in business credit with no docs required. That means no tax returns, no bank statements, and definitely no business plans. You won't have to waste time digging up confusing documents or stressing about whether they're even accurate, only for a bank to pick them apart, delay your application, or flat out reject it. But getting approved for limits above $20,000 is tough, so I'll show you the old school backdoor hack you can use to get limits up to $40,000 and what FICO score you need to clear so you can reliably get approved for a high limit. And before I forget, I just created a no PG business card master list. It's got over 25 cards on there and counting. So your high credit usage will never affect your personal credit report. It just doesn't show up there at all. There's no hard credit pull whatsoever, and your credit score stays untouched. Here's a big one. If your business ever struggles and you have to shut it down, you can pretty much walk away debt-free. You're not personally on the hook for repaying the money. To get instant access to the no PG business card master list, just hit that link below. For many business owners, securing large credit limits isn't just about having a solid business plan. It's about demonstrating financial responsibility and reliability. The stories that I've gathered from successful applicants with Chase paint a clear picture. Those with personal credit scores in the mid 700s to 800s consistently received higher credit limits from Chase. And check out these data points. Received the approval letter in a couple days, $40,000 limit. The tax ID for my LLC owns the assets and stock of an operating LLC. Maybe they had to dig, I don't know, but it was they did a hard pull immediately. My Equifax score was 767, TransUnion was 760, and Experian was 748. Now another customer said, hey, I got approved for a $25,000 Chase business card with 1.5% cash back and 0% interest for 1 year. My Experian score was 775. My Experian FICO 8 was either 808 or 812 at the time of application, and my utilization was about 5%. I applied for the Chase World of Hyatt business card, and after about 2 weeks, I finally received a call from someone in the business underwriting department. After verifying my income, profit, and other details, I was approved for a $20,000 starting limit. Based on 7 people that received over $20,000 in funding and shared their personal Experian FICO scores, the average score was 773. That's 57 points higher than the national average of 716. So if you're aiming for those higher limits, start focusing on your credit score. Pay attention to your utilization. Want to keep that low. Make every payment on time without fail. And if there's any blemish on your record, take steps to clean it up. Each of these actions is really going to contribute to a stronger, more compelling story, and one that banks like Chase are eager to invest in. And I gotta say, my favorite Chase business card is the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card. When I got approved last year, they started me off with a $21,000 limit. And between the $900 intro bonus and 1.5% cash back, I earned close to $1,000 in my first 3 weeks of owning the card. Plus, I didn't even have to pay the money back for a whole year. It comes with that 0% interest for 12 months. At this point, I've seen hundreds of data points on the Inc. cards, and I know starting limits can exceed $50,000 if you have the right data points. And even if you don't have a business yet, you can still qualify because it's open to sole proprietorships, which basically means you can apply as long as you have the intent on doing business. This is why hands down, Chase business cards have quickly become my #1 default card to recommend to anybody just starting out on their business journey. So please do yourself a favor, hit the link below to learn how to apply for these Chase Inc. business cards. And really, you want to act fast before the high sign-up bonuses go away for a while. When it comes to securing higher credit limits, Chase really wants you to have a well-established, well-structured business that shows promise and really shows stability too. Now picture this, you're running a business that's bringing in revenue, and maybe you've seen some solid profits too. It might not be millions yet, but it's consistent and it's growing. And it's enough to catch the eye of a lender like Chase. Businesses that demonstrate strong financial performance, even if the profits are small, often have a significant edge when it comes to getting those higher credit limits. And here's some data points to back that up. One person said, started new business, new EIN, first month business revenue was $165,000, profit was $35,000, and ran $90,000 in expenses on the personal cards that month. To really secure the higher credit limits with Chase that can truly fuel your business growth, it's not just about having a business name, it's about creating a real, tangible entity, something that shows Chase you're serious. While it's true that you can start with a sole proprietorship, and many do, those who take that extra step, establishing an LLC or another formal business structure, often find themselves in a much stronger position. Just think about it. I mean, you've put in the work, created an LLC, and now have a business with its own identity, its own tax ID, and formal records, and a clear separation from your personal finances. You know, when they see you've gone the extra mile to establish a legitimate business entity, they're more inclined to trust you with larger credit limits. And after all, an LLC signals that you're playing the long game, ready to scale and prepared to handle more responsibility. And it doesn't stop there. When you can claim a reasonable amount of business revenue, it further strengthens your case. Chase isn't just looking at your credit score, they're assessing the potential of your business. And by showing them that your business is already generating revenue, you're really proving that you can handle larger credit lines and then put them to good use. What if you step into your local Chase branch and the tellers greet you by name and the bank manager knows your business goals as well as you do? This familiarity isn't just a feel-good moment, it's a powerful tool that can help you secure business credit. And that's exactly what the business owners coming up realized. Here's some data points. I applied on Friday with a business relationship manager at Chase on recommendation from a paid mentor of mine in the credit space. I got approved for $40,000, bringing my total available credit to just over $155,000, $110,000 in the personal side, and about $45,000 on the business credit side. Another person said, strategic play. I've been with Chase for about 2 years, but I didn't start putting heavy deposits with them until December of 2022. I waited 4 months by making deposits between $7,000 and $25,000 to build banking rating. It was an instant approval and my experience score was 775. Have 3 personal cards with Chase and got the Inc. Preferred a few months back. Over 2 years relationship with them, including a personal and business checking. My income is $100,000 and was at 424, and my credit journey score was 772 and had about a utilization of 15 to 20%. Now, imagine you're preparing to ask someone for a big favor. You wouldn't just walk up to a stranger and ask, would you? You'd build a relationship first, establishing trust and demonstrating that you're reliable and responsible. The same principle applies when it comes to securing higher credit limits for your business too. With a bank like Chase, the key to success often lies in laying a strong foundation well before you even think about applying for credit. You know, one of the most powerful ways to position yourself for a higher credit limit is by becoming a loyal Chase customer months or even years before you submit an application. This long-term relationship building isn't just a box that you check off. It's about giving Chase a reason to trust you with larger credit lines. They've seen you consistently maintain your accounts, and they know that you're not just in it for a quick transaction. You're in it for the long haul. When it's time to apply for that business credit card or line of credit, Chase already knows who you are, and they're more likely to say yes to your request. And listen, we all know money talks. When it comes to building a strong relationship with Chase, your deposits do a lot of the talking. Think of your deposits as a way of flexing your financial muscle. The more consistently that you deposit those significant amounts into your accounts, the more recognition you're going to get from Chase. Also, using multiple Chase products signals to the bank that you're fully engaged with their services. Personal credit cards, for example, are a great way to deepen your relationship with Chase. By responsibly managing a Chase personal credit card, keeping your utilization low, paying on time, and even earning rewards, you're showing Chase that you're a profitable and loyal customer. When you apply through these business relationship managers, you're not just another number in the system. You become a valued client with your own unique story. They can give you inside knowledge on what the bank is really looking for and even help you navigate the sometimes overwhelming approval process. For some business owners, working with a business relationship manager was the key to unlocking those higher credit limits, the ones that really seemed out of reach before. And here's some data points to back that up. Remember from earlier in the video, one person had applied with a business relationship manager on recommendation from a paid mentor, and they got approved for a $40,000 limit. I found another person saying, try and get with a business relationship manager at a branch if you're near one and apply through them. They have a different pipeline they go through for approvals. A third person said, added Chase business account and Inc. Visa $22,000. Chase Bank called me to let me know that they could give me a business line of credit for about $80,000. And that was obviously through a business relationship manager. You know, there can be a big difference between simply clicking a button online and actually walking into your local Chase branch, sitting down across from a real person who's genuinely interested in your business's success. Establishing that connection with a business manager does more than just put a face to your application. It gives you an advocate within the bank, someone who comes to know your business inside out, who understands your vision, and who can guide you through the maze of financial products to find the perfect fit. A business manager who knows you personally is more likely to go the extra mile, whether that's pushing your application through faster, pushing for a higher credit limit, or advising you on the best strategies to strengthen your financial position. And you know, speaking of applications, there are so many many mistakes people make when applying for business credit cards that lead to automatic denials and low starting limits. So check out the next video to learn the 7 things you never want to write on business credit card applications. Thank you for watching.